Alright everyone, this is Mr. Johnson again. This is part 3 of 3 of the videos discussing the elements that need to be in the paragraphs of your 5 paragraph essays. So far we've talked about the introduction, what needs to appear in it. We've talked about the body paragraphs and elements that need to appear in it. Now finally we're going to discuss the conclusion, and in the previous video we said that the conclusion needs to remind us of your overall topic, remind us of the items discussed in your body paragraphs, and make a final statement or leave food for thought. Now, with that, make a final statement or leave food for thought. Um, Certain essays you don't want to leave food for thought, such as if you are writing a argumentative paper or persuasive paper. You want to be convincing. You don't want people to continue to think about it necessarily after you've talked about your item. You should have persuaded them by then, and you want to close the door on that. But let's revisit the paper about Cookie Monster being the best Sesame Street character, and we are going to write a quick conclusion. So put example here. So all right, so to remind us over the overall topic, I'm going to say it is easy to see why Cookie Monster is the best character on Sesame Street. So what this does is it reminds you that this paper has been about Cookie Monster being the best character on Sesame Street. Now we're going to revisit the individual elements. Alright, so he is neither too big nor too small. So that refers back to that first body paragraph when we were talking about his bigness or his size. Next, we'll remind you about the next element we talked about, which was about him being blue. Here's a nice color, blue. Alright, I'm between cups of coffee, so my spelling is off. But that's what spell check is for in your dictionary. Another quality is his apparent endless supply of cookies to eat. And then I want to close the door on this. Alright, so let's read through this. Let's see. It is easy to see why Cookie Monster is the best character on Sesame Street. That's my reminding us of the overall topic of the paper. He is neither too big nor too small. This refers back to my first body paragraph. He's a nice color, blue. That's a weak sentence, but for example purposes, it refers back to that second body paragraph. And then another quality is his apparent endless supply of cookies to eat. This is the item that was discussed in the third body paragraph. And then finally, I make a final statement. If I had to choose any character, or if I could choose to be any character on Sesame Street, Cookie Monster would be my choice. So that is my conclusion. You could have multiple sentences that satisfy each of those elements that need to appear in the conclusion, but this right here would be acceptable if you did something similar to this. All right, if you have any questions about any of these 3 videos, send me a message through Angel. If you've already written your paper for the cause and effect, revisit it and make sure that it aligns with this. If not, go ahead and fix it so that it does so. If you've already submitted your paper, you can fix it and let me know to unsubmit what you've already turned in so that you can replace it with this. All right, happy writing.